Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How is everyone on this Sunday morning? I hope you guys are doing amazing, amazing, amazing. Hello, hello, hello. Wait for some people to come into the room. We are streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Y'all bear with me if you hear my voice I'm still kind of getting over a slight summer cold, sleeping with the fan on. Y'all hear that? Yeah. So that's kind of what you're hearing this morning. I apologize, but I feel fine. It's just that little last, whatever. So good morning. I am Shay Allen. I'm the Soul Nourishment Coach here to help you with mastering the art of self-care. So I started this, I'm gonna call it a podcast. I believe that's probably what it is. If y'all got another name, absolutely let me know. Absolutely let me know. I started last Sunday. So this is only the second Sunday that I've done this. And I'm just excited. I am truly, truly excited. Um excuse me. So I'm just going to make sure I go and invite. Wait for my live to come up. Okay, here we go. So make sure I am inviting to some groups. So you guys bear with me one moment. If you are here, go ahead and shout out where you are in the world, because I have people who follow me everywhere, all over the world. So if you are on, let me know where you're coming in from. Where are you at in the world? Would love to know where you guys are chiming in from. So bear with me. Like I said, I'm just going to drop this in a I'm just going to drop this in a couple of groups and make sure everybody can see this, because when you stream, this little bit last is doing something to me, y'all. When you stream, you can only do it to your main page on Facebook. And so I am making sure it streams to other groups that I'm in, so nobody misses this information. I have some exciting news to share with you guys at the end of this live. So excited about that too. It's just been a great, great weekend for me. Friday, we did karaoke. That was so much fun. We always have fun, though, doing karaoke. It's always a blast. So if you're in the Wilson, North Carolina area, you can definitely come out and do karaoke with us. We do line dancing. We're doing bowling this coming Thursday. So it's always, always a blast. I am missing something here. Y'all bear with me 1 second. There's one other group I need to drop this in. And so I do have a group on Facebook. It's called Empower Her Self-Care and Wellness Circle. So if you are a woman, make sure that you join that group. I will drop the link shortly. My cell phone is or Facebook is, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, make sure you join that group, because I'm dropping tips in there, tips and on self-care, challenging. Y'all see what this cold doing? Challenges in that group as well. And just fun ideas. It's a safe space for women, so that if you need somewhere to vent, it is the opportunity for you to vent. You don't have to worry about men. You don't have to worry about the mean girl clique. We don't do that over here. Okay. So if you need a space, there is the link to the group. Um, said it went to all destinations. Okay. Um, it went to YouTube. Okay. Um, let me go to my Facebook page on the live. And oh, you guys, this little last bit is about to drive me crazy. Is about to drive me crazy. So I'm going to comment on the main page where you can actually find the group. So we are going to go ahead and get started. Last week we talked about self-care, what self-care is, what it means to you, things of that nature. That's what we talked about. You can go back and watch that live. It is still available. All the lives will still be up. And of course, you can follow me on YouTube. And let me go and drop that link so that you can go back and watch the video there, or you can directly on my channel. You don't have to scroll back through, tons of posts. So we are going to do that here in a second. Yep, I have started the live and I'm getting ready to sleep. Whew. You guys, again, I apologize. This, like I said, this cold has just, the end of it is coming and it's kicking my butt. It is definitely kicking my butt. So today we are talking about probably one of the biggest topics surrounding self-care and nourishing your soul. So let me explain why I say soul nourishment, because self-care, a lot of people and women, especially women, I'm just going to talk about women because that's who I, mentor and discuss, and it's women. I'm getting my nails done, get my toes done, get my hair done. I'm taking a bubble bath. Those are great. But make sure that you are truly nourishing your soul, right? Are you journaling what's going on in your life? Are you writing gratitude statements, either daily or weekly? Because I understand I got my hair cut Friday. I always have a good time because I go to a woman and man's, like, it's a hairstylist in the front, or a couple of hairstylists in the front, and the barbers are in the back. Most of the time I'm the only woman back there. So we cut up and have a good time. But when I leave, my hair looks good. I absolutely enjoy that time. When I go and get my nails and my toes done, I feel good when I'm out the chair, when she's rubbing on my feet and legs, and I got the massage. She put this hot pack on my back and it's feeling good. Granted, those things feel good. What are you doing to nourish your soul? Completely different than taking a bubble bath and having a glass of wine and listening to soft music while you're doing that. Excuse me, mind, body, and spirit. Soul nourishment, not just self-care. Don't get me wrong. Definitely incorporate that into my program. But you want to make sure that you are taking time to do the things that nourish your soul, not just make you feel and look good. Don't get me wrong. I put on makeup Friday. I had a photo shoot. I looked good, but I also felt good, right? It nourished my soul to apply that makeup, have, even more confidence, because I don't have on makeup right now and I'm confident. That's not going to stop me. But I just felt completely different. I knew I was going to do this photo shoot. So I was excited. It truly nourished my soul. So you want to make sure you are doing those activities. But the one thing that people don't learn to do is set boundaries. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Because when you're nourishing your soul, you are making sure that you are good. We always hear you can't pour from an empty cup. And I believe that like to the fullest. You can't. You cannot pour from an empty cup. How are you going to give to anyone? I don't care if it's your children, your husband or significant other, your family, your friends. If you are empty and you're trying to pour, doesn't work. And that's how so many women become drained in life because you are trying to pour from an empty cup. You have to learn how to set boundaries. That's not the easiest task, I understand, especially when you have the children and the husband or significant other or life partner or whatever the case may be. I'm not trying to offend nobody. Setting those boundaries is essential. You have to be able to tell people no and be okay with it. A lot of people will be like, no, but then an hour, a day, a week, a month, you feel some type of way because you told that person no. You have to be okay with saying no, and you have to be okay with the fact that you said no, and whatever the circumstance is. So if somebody asks you for time and you know you've blocked that time off to do something else, you tell them you cannot, and you have to be okay with it. A lot of women have a struggle with doing that. I find, I'm going to slide this in real quick. Men don't have that problem as much as women do because we're nurturers by nature. So for them to say no, most of them don't have no problem. Um, Unless they're just wanting to please you and just do any and everything that you said. But yeah. But for women, it is so hard for us to say no. It's really, really hard for us to say no. But you have to set those boundaries. Um, and those are, personal. Like, one, my space. I cannot stand to be in the store and somebody be so close to me I can smell you in your breath. Like sometimes, people walk past you, but if you're that close, respect my personal space. I will move out the way. But you also have to set boundaries when it comes to your mental and emotional health. And that can look like your job stressing you the hell out, right? Your job could be that's your mental health. You definitely have to take care of your mental health. Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy how um sorry you guys. It's crazy how you go to work for people. They're not loyal. They your job, they don't you're doing all of this, they don't really care about you. Um your mental health is affected. It's what I'm going through right now. Um you got to set boundaries, and I've set that boundary. I've set that boundary. You have to protect your mental and emotional health because that's where the stress comes in. And when you are stressed and you have other underlying issues, that stress can actually trigger those other issues. So for me, if I am so stressed, it can make my blood sugar drop. It can make it go really, really high. I'm diabetic. It definitely makes my blood pressure go up. Definitely makes my blood pressure go up. Um, and so you guys, that's the first thing you got to do is you have to understand your boundaries and You have to set them. You gotta let people know. You cannot be afraid to just not tell people. Like you can't. Because we get one shot at life. Like this is what I talked about last week briefly. Even if you come back, you're not coming back the same. Either if you believe in reincarnation, either you're going to come back as something lower if you did bad to people, and if you did good to people, you're probably going to come back something, higher, so to speak. I don't know a whole lot about reincarnation, but if you believe in it, I do know that you don't come back as the same person. So you get one shot at what you have right now. One shot at it. Don't let somebody take you out of here before your time because of stress, right? We got to set those type of boundaries. So we talked about the physical boundaries. Please don't be all up on me. Please don't be up all on me. The emotional and mental health boundary. Um, don't do things that's going to stress you out mentally. Is stress completely 100% avoidable? Absolutely not. Are there ways for you to combat stress? A lot of it in our lives, the stress that we have, it definitely can be combated. You can definitely stop some of the stress that you have. Absolutely. You sure can. If you're dealing with someone and they are stressing you the hell out, you can end relationships. And that's either, that's you and your significant other or husband or wife or whatever the case may be. You can leave. I understand some of y'all don't want to get a divorce. However, if you're married, I'm not going to deal with stress in my home. I'm not going to do it. If you're in a relationship, it's your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your boo, whatever you call that person. Not going to do that. Leave. Not a whole lot to that. Obviously, your children get a little bit tougher. However, if they're a grown adult stressing you out, nope. Don't tolerate it. You don't have to just because you brought them here. You grown and you acting a fool at 30. It's okay. We can keep it a distance. You are here for a short period of time. So you definitely have to watch your emotional and mental health, okay? Your time boundary. I have a friend who do not ask that person and assume that they're just going to do something because they are very particular about their time. Very particular. Don't plan nothing for them. That person practices some serious boundaries when it comes to their time. Okay. Um, and this is big for me, energy boundaries. If your energy is off, I'm out. I'm not ready to let you mess up my peace. It's not going to happen. Um, and you guys, some people can really um some people can really feel that. Like I can feel people's energies even through a computer. I remember being on a Zoom and this woman's energy was so off, I had to log out of the Zoom. I could feel the negativity through the computer, and I was like, I'm out. I I'm not getting ready to tolerate that. If you are affecting my peace, you gotta go. Especially if I don't know you. But if I know you, we're gonna have a conversation, and then we'll move on from there. And that move on could be we go on our separate ways, or you understand um, how I feel, and I understand how you feel, and then we make that decision. But my peace is so important to me these days, and keeping myself as unstressed as possible. Um, yeah, I'm not getting ready to do that. Um, why do you need boundaries? You ain't here to please everybody. Yeah, we are not here to please people, right? We're not here to please people. We are here for a purpose. We have a purpose in life. Um, ooh, it's a little warm in my office. We have a purpose in life. We're here to fulfill that purpose. Um, so that's why you need the boundaries, because if your purpose, is to help people, like that's my purpose, then I can't have people who want to be negative towards what it is I'm wanting to accomplish, because I don't like to use the word try. So if I want to accomplish helping women learn how to nourish their soul and practice self-care, then if you're saying, well, you can't do that and it's not going to happen and you got to go, like, you got to go, period, point blank. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey. Shout out to Dr. Sonia Strickland. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You have to have boundaries for those reasons we just spoke. Physical, just please just don't be in my space, because you might not. You your self-care as far as how you bathe and things of that nature may not be like mine. So yeah, I just, even if it is, you may walk past me and smell really, really good. I don't like people being too close to me. If I don't know you, let me back that up. If I don't know you, if I know you, it's probably not that bad. But if I don't know you, or a stranger, like I said, I'm at the grocery store and you're standing right on top of me, like, it drives me crazy. But you need to recognize that you need to set boundaries, because people will start to walk over you, especially if you're a giver, because the takers don't care. Saw that the other day. They don't care. The takers are gonna take, but as a giver, you have to be careful, excuse me, not to let the takers take. And I'm a giver. I'm definitely a giver. But I'm mindful about who I give to, because takers will take. They will definitely take. Um, you want to have clear communication about your boundaries, especially people you're close with, your family, your friends. I have a good understanding with my friends about their boundaries. Um, my spiritual advisor, because I'm more spiritual than religious, and I are close on a personal level as well as a professional level. Um, I understand that boundary, right? Um, some people don't understand that. My therapist, I absolutely love her. Absolutely love her. Um, I understand that boundary as well, because even though in sessions we chit chat like we old friends, at the end of the day, she is still my therapist, and I respect her as that professional. So you have to clearly communicate with people about the boundaries. And that friend I told you guys about that time, that was one of the first things that they was like, don't don't play in my time. Do not play in my time. And you have to be consistent, right? And anything you do, you have to be consistent. You cannot be like, okay, well, I'll let you slide this. Mm-mm, mm-mm. You will set yourself up for failure. You have to be consistent, and you have to be consistent with everyone in your life. It can't be, my husband gets away with this, but my best friend, everybody has to have the same, because people will see inconsistency and they will call you out on it. So make sure you're being consistent and assertive without being aggressive. Okay. So you just want to make sure you're getting your point across without being the mean girl or guy, if guys are watching. But um, you want to be assertive and letting people know how you feel, and in setting your boundaries. You want to be assertive. You don't got to be mean about it. You don't got to be nasty about it. But when the situation arises, you need to let people know. I'm not saying you meet a friend today and you're like, look, here are my boundaries. I don't As the relationship grows, you let them know, okay? Don't just come out the gate barking at people. Because obviously if you're befriending this person, there's something that caught your eye about this person, so don't go barking at them. Um, will you get pushback? Probably, especially from family and friends. You'll probably get pushback. But at the end of the day, you are living for you. I'm living for Shay. Nobody else. I'm living for me. So that when my feet are no longer walking the earth, people can still say, because I don't have any children to leave a legacy to, but people can still say, yes, I remember Shay Allen. That's the soul nourishment coach. So you're gonna get pushback though. Um, you're gonna get resistance. But at the end of the day, you still have to make sure you're living for you. You want to leave a legacy for your children and your family, great. But this life is yours, nobody else's. Believer or not, we know the day that we got here. You know your birthday. You don't know the day that you're leaving Earth. You and you alone are responsible for the dash in the middle. Shout out to Latasha Watt Williams. It's one of my other mentors. You're responsible for that dash. My mother, not responsible for my dash. My father, he's already gone. Still not responsible for my dash. My grandmother, with an S, gone. Glory to God. Not responsible. I'm responsible for that dash. And so with my responsibility comes making sure I'm good mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. Nobody else is responsible. So I have to set those boundaries so that I'm good. Because if I don't set boundaries with my energy, if I allow you to be negative around me, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to be negative. Just like you've probably seen before. You got 5 broke friends around you. Guess who get ready to be number 6? It ain't finna be me. So that's why you have to set your boundaries, and you may get pushback. It may mean losing some friends. People are here for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. I had to tell somebody that. Actually, I had to tell my spiritual advisor that not too long ago. We were talking about a situation. A reason that they came into your life, a season, and I don't mean winter, spring, summer, or fall, for those who don't understand that, or a lifetime. There are some people who are supposed to be with you for an entire lifetime. Um, but you may get the pushback when you set a boundary, or you set that expectation. They may not like it. I don't care if you like it. I'm here for me. I'm here for Shay Allen, not anybody else. I'm responsible. God gave me a purpose. I'm here to fulfill that purpose until he no longer feels like I need to be here. I'm responsible for me and making sure I do good by people. So what people think of me, I don't really care. I don't care. If I tell you, get out of my space, respect it, or move on. But you might get the pushback, so be ready to deal with that. Lastly, you want to reflect and adjust accordingly. I had to look at myself in a situation and say, maybe it's me. Let me check myself. A lot of people have a hard time doing this because when we say something, we're like, we right, period, point blank. I'm right, you wrong. And I told one of my friends, I said, maybe it's me. Um, Maybe there's something I'm giving off. And as a friend, I kind of love her to death. I do kind of feel like when she gave me her response, it was more of a friend, not professional, even though she is a professional human resources person. But sometimes you got to look yourself in the mirror and ask, is this, am I causing this? You have to reflect and then you have to adjust accordingly, right? So if you feel like I was looking at myself because I've been applying to positions where I'm looking at the bullet points of what they say they want in the position, what they want in a person. 6 bullet points, and I'm checking off 5 and wondering why I'm getting the thank you, no thank you response. I said, maybe there's something I'm giving off. Or even with applying for internal positions at my current company, maybe there's something. And I asked a couple of people, um, I said, please give it to me real. Please don't give it to me like my friend. Um, and I pretty much got the same answer. I've been actually getting this answer for a long time when I just now thought about it. Um, I don't know if people just feel like I'm intimidated because I'm knowledgeable about things. They're intimidated by it. All I ever wanted to do was go to my job, work, help people, and bring my behind home, but be paid my worth. And that wasn't really happening. So I had to look and figure out, is it something that I'm doing now? There was one time I actually looked at it today where, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that. However, when you tell me there's I see what's happening and there's a possibility I'm not going to have a job, I need to know, do I need to start looking? Okay. But for the most part, yeah. And I remember when I lived in Connecticut, I was at the bar, restaurant type place. I was with my Aunt Sonia, and I was single. Just the story of my life, but that's okay. And there was a gentleman there, and you know, I wasn't dressed like to the nines. I didn't have on heels and all of that. I was dressed nice, but very business casual, I guess, type of look. And she asked him, without him knowing who I was, without me opening my mouth, would she be someone that you're interested in? And his response was, yeah, but I'm intimidated. And we both looked at each other. I hadn't said 2 words to this man, not hello, how you doing, not nothing. Why would you say she looks intimidating? She looks like she has her stuff together, but you know what he said. And I don't know if I would be able to do that. And that has stuck with me. Um, I hope I don't look like that. I mean, I do know some things, but damn. But you do have to self reflect and adjust as necessary because you're not always right. I'm just gonna say it. You ain't always right. You're not always right. I have had to say I was wrong. I know I'm not always right. I like to think so. Definitely like to think so, but I'm not. So you definitely reflect and adjust um, accordingly. and then you move on, right? You move on. So this wraps up today's Soul Nourishment Sunday with Shay. So excited. If you were on, if you're watching the replay, drop a comment. Um, and of course, we'll be back next Sunday. But I do have an exciting announcement. So in 2 weeks from tomorrow, 2 weeks tomorrow, June 24th, I am doing a 5-day free, 5 days free self-care challenge, you guys. It'll be inside that Facebook group that I dropped earlier, which is Empower Her Self-Care and Wellness Circle. You will get a free gift just for joining. We're going to have a lot of fun. I have set this 5-day challenge up, and it is going to be fun, but you got to join the group. Okay, you got to join the group and send out the information. We are going to have a blast. We're going to go have a blast. So if you have not joined the group, make sure, ladies, that you join the group. Exciting, 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 exciting. Um, yeah, I'm so excited for this. I know I said that a lot, but I am. I'm super excited. This is the first challenge that I'm doing. So you guys, I definitely want you to participate. We're going to learn a lot about nourishing the soul and self-care, because they do tie hand in hand together. So we are going to do that. It'll be posted on my page. I can send you the link to sign up, and we are going to get started on June 24th, 2 weeks from tomorrow, to give people time to get in to the challenge. Okay. But it is free. It's a free challenge. It does not cost you anything. It is a free challenge, and you get a free gift. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I like free. So until next time, I am Shay Allen, the Soul Nourishment Coach. Look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great day.